Good afternoon, welcome. Please be seated. Now, if we can silence all of our cell phones, please. Good afternoon and welcome. Friends and family, we are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the union and marriage of Nancy Gonzalez and William Rosati. In the years that they have been together, their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured, and now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife. To begin with, I will ask the bride and groom to formally state their intention to be wed. For marriage can only be entered into by those persons who are legally and spiritually free to offer their hand to one another. Willie, you come here today with an open and joyful heart. And is it your intention to marry your beloved Nancy on this day? And Nancy, you come here today with an open and joyful heart. And is it your intention to marry your beloved William on this day?
Yes.
That's a big deal. But you, our guests here today, also have a role. Many of you have been fortunate to follow Nancy and Willie's relationship over the years. Some of you may have known about the first time they met. Some of you may have heard about their first date. And some of you may have been there when they announced the news that they were excited and ready to commit themselves to a lifetime of marriage. Thus, will all of you here today promise to commit yourselves to support and uphold the union of these two people? If so, please answer, we will.
We will.
Marriage was created to meet the most basic of human needs, to enhance the happiness and the welfare of both the individuals and our community. In marriage, we find two persons who turn to each other in search of greater fulfillment than either might achieve by themselves. But as we know, marriage is not meant for happiness alone, for it calls upon us to become better people. Marriage is probably the most challenging and complicated of all human relationships, even for couples who have known each other for many years. All married couples say they love each other. For Nancy and Willie, a successful marriage requires more than just love. It requires things like patience, perseverance, encouraging and believing in each other, learning which things matter most and which things we should let slide. Marriage requires learning to appreciate your differences. It requires talking, listening, and learning to forgive. It all sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? But marriage also is very much like gardening. To survive, both the flowers and your marriage require our constant attention. But in exchange for all of your time, attention, and efforts, the flowers flourish. And when they do, we are rewarded with the pleasure of witnessing the beauty of those flowers and the deep satisfaction of knowing that our labors that made that success possible. That's the same way it works with marriage. Every day, all across the country, thousands of marriages occur. And Nancy and Willie, this is your marriage. That alone makes it special for the two of you. The fact that you have known each other so long and lived together all these years makes this all the more special and precious to you. So as you travel together through life, I urge you, please, do not allow yourselves to ever forget the real reason for today. The reason for which you love each other, and the need for acceptance of each other's differences, and always your continuous support of each other's dreams. We will now have our first greeting. It will be done by Santos Rangel.
William Nancy, of course, love is an emotion, but for love to have the true meaning and for it to last, it must stand for more than just emotion. It must be built on the foundation of logic and reason. It should engage not only in the heart, but also in the mind. The bride and the groom are making a commitment today to love each other in here and now. To be the best possible partners they can be to each other in this world, for as long as they walk earth together. Not because they are hoping to receive some sort of reward for it on another world, but simply because they believe is the right thing to do. As the great scientist Albert Einstein said, if people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for the reward, then we are sorry.